Hello, today I'm going to talk about The Face, February 1986 issue. This issue was dedicated to the 10-year anniversary of punk. So, since its inception as a look, circa 1976 by Vivienne Westwood and Malcolm McLaren, punk aesthetics has been thoroughly absorbed into fashion's vocabulary. But often, when the look is revisited, either by stylists or designers, certain aspects are overlooked. The two most prominent are the multiracial aspect of the original movement. The other is the public display of sexual deviance. Around 1975, the Bromley contingent, a group of suburban youths consisting of Susie Sue and Billy Idol, who, of course, were not yet famous, are considered the first visual manifestation of UK punk. Simone Thomas, a 16-year-old bleach blonde, was black and part of that group. She can be seen in that TV interview where the Sex Pistols swore live on TV in December 1976. Punk also had a fascination with dub and reggae, and it was the initial soundtrack for early punk. Acme Attractions, which opened in 1974 on the King's Road and sold rocker clothing, was managed by filmmaker and musician Don Letts, where he played dub. Letts was also the DJ at the Roxy, the first punk venue in London, where he also played dub. Earlier that year, and also on the King's Road, McLaren and Westwood changed their boutique Too Fast to Live, Too Young to Die to Sex, which specialized in fetish and bondage clothing. It was a precursor to the punk look. McLaren and Westwood then opened Seditionaries, which is considered the first true punk boutique, in December 1976 in the same location. So for the 10-year anniversary of punk in 1986, there was a lot of revisiting of that cultural moment. In this issue, photographer Nick Knight and stylist Simon Foxton show an updated take on punk, which is humorous and ironic, but remains true to the initial racial makeup and sexual subversiveness. Let's have a look. The opening image on the right, the aviator chaps and jockstrap, is very emblematic of the perversely sexual spirit of punk. Fashion designer Helmut Lang, who was obviously influenced by punk, designed a pair of pants which are nearly identical to the ones in this story. The green, yellow, and red socks are a tribute to the flags of African countries like Ghana and Senegal. The Wham badge and the Gucci t-shirt inject some ironic irreverence. And again, the casting, in particular of black women, is true to the original spirit of punk, with people like Polly Styrene of X-Ray Specs being a part of that scene. Foxton was one of a group of stylists who actually brought the term stylist to the public consciousness. His contributions to ID and The Face, especially when he worked with Nick Knight, helped to raise the profile of both publications in the 80s and 90s. He went on to work for Levi's and Stone Island.